Alright family, it's your boy King TY. Listen, in today's video, we got a banger. So yesterday on the Bus Life on Kwame Brown's channel, the lady's name was Speak Love. She came on and dropped 10 minutes of straight fire. She broke this situation down with the nuts to the bare bone. You know, like you eat a chicken wing, you strip that thing down to the bone. She did that with this nut situation. They're gonna force KYRIE out. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think below. Alright y'all, let's get into it.
Especially with the KYRIE situation. The way that I look at it is, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but in my perspective, I don't think it has anything to do with the documentary. I don't think it has anything to do with the post he made on the 27th. I think it has everything to do with the post he made on the 25th, which was the post detailing how the court had ruled that everyone who got fired had to be hired back and they had to back pay those people. Now, he didn't say anything about that either, but he did post it from somebody else's post. Now, and my thing is, I think they're trying to get ahead of that particular post because they stand to lose a whole lot of money as it relates to the donut shop. Let me say it like that. And if you're going to reinstate those people and you're going to back pay them, why are they not back paying KYRIE for the money that he lost last year when he had to sit out those games? Where is his money at? You know, they're making him pay the $500,000 that they turned down. They want him to, basically it's almost like they want him to get out on his knees and beg for a position back that he earned. You know, less than 10% of college athletes can make it to the NBA. So it's not like he's asking for something that he didn't earn. He earned his position. And if I'm not, you know, I haven't seen the documentary, so I can't really speak on it, but I think a lot of people have not seen the documentary. And they're kind of just jumping on the bandwagon saying, you know, anti-Semitism. So that's kind of my take on that, you know, with the whole KYRIE thing. I think they're really trying to get ahead of the story. I don't think they want any attention shown to the original post that he made, you know, because then they have to look themselves in the mirror. Everybody that called him last year, that called him an idiot. Oh, he's dumb, he's an idiot for making his own decision about what he wanted to do with his own body. Now you have a court that has ruled against the thing. So now you gotta look in the mirror and say, okay, well, you know, he was actually legit in what he was saying. The court ruled a certain way. Nobody said anything to not Brett Favre, what was his name? The guy Aaron Rodgers. Nobody said anything to him about his decision. Nobody called him an idiot. It was like, you know, he came on his own way, onto his own forum, spoke about it, and it was done. KYRIE, they drug him to the mud. But now that they decided different, why didn't anybody come back and say, you know what, KYRIE, we owe you an apology? They owe him an apology as well.
They'll never do that, and I think you're absolutely right, and I'm glad that you came and shared that information because I didn't even know that he made another post. I was just under the impression that it was all about payback for him not getting the donut shop. And, you know, it's just a lot of stuff with KYRIE. It could be a culmination of all of those things. He didn't take the donut shop. He's absolutely right in that stance. They've been proving it. People who have gotten the vaccine twice and the booster have still caught the virus. So Kyrie Irving was right on his stance on not taking it. And with you adding that information, that's even more correct. So they're not going to give they're not going to make him look like he's right. They're going to force him out.
It's unfortunate, you know. My thing is, where is the WNBA? Where are they at? Nobody has said one word.
They had the young lady talk about him in a disparaging way that was from the WNBA. Carrie champion, and Kyrie Irving has always looked out and helped the WNBA. So I don't understand why any WNBA player would have anything to say about Kyrie Irving.
Exactly. And if you're going to say something negative, just say nothing at all, because this man pulled over $1 million out of his own pocket to help, you know, compensate for their salary loss. Nobody says anything about that. Nobody's on this man's side. And it seems like the black women, I hate to say this, but it seems like the black women that they put on TV, the KYRIE champions, the Jamil Hills, what's the other girl's name? Malika. I seen a post of her, not to, get off topic, but I seen her when the Celtics coach left, M.A. Udoka, and they had the new coach to step up in his position. She, basically introduced him, but before she did that, she said it would be remiss of me not to mention, and she gave all this criminal history. And I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? And I have to be honest, I never paid attention to that, Kwame, until you started pouring those things out. Because really, I had stopped watching sports, and I'm kind of getting back to it, but it's just too political for me, so I don't watch it as much. But I'm like, now, nobody has anything good to say. And if you're going to come that way towards strong men, come that way towards all of them. But it seems to me that they only come that way to strong black men.
I agree with your opinion.
Because I'm like, what has this man done? He hasn't killed anybody. I haven't really heard him in the media as far as running around, and he has his own family. He's doing it his own way. And the main thing that I look at is he never said one way or the other what he thought about the documentary. Everybody is giving them their thoughts. He never gave his thoughts on the documentary. He just posted. Who knows why he posted it? He might have posted it just because he wanted a different perspective. Maybe he was trying to gain a better understanding. Social media now, he's younger than I am. I'm 42. So he's much younger than me. He made, on social media now, people get so in tune with people that they don't know. He might have been looking at it just to open up a forum to say, what is your perspective on this? What is your take? To gain a different understanding of the movie. He never said one way or the other if he agreed or didn't agree. It's like, and then people just jumped on the bandwagon and made him into this person who is anti-Semitic. It's like when Trump was the president and he made the speech in Virginia, and he said it's good and bad people on both sides. Now, if you remember back, they cut the clip at that point. So it looked like he was saying that there were good and bad people on both sides as far as the Nazis and the people like that. But the rest of that clip said, excluding the neo-Nazis and the KKK and blah, blah, blah. But they never showed that. But they stopped it at a certain point, and that's what everybody jumped on the bandwagon of saying. So it's like, they're doing the same thing with KYRIE. They don't know what this man's perspective is. Exactly. They don't know what his perspective is because he never gave you his perspective. He just gave you the documentary. And he didn't make the movie, and everybody's profiting but him. He's the only one losing money. And they already owe him.
So he can get that money that he lost for sitting out right back.
I don't see why he couldn't. They got to pay everybody else. You know what I mean? If they got to pay everybody else, the court rules this. So if they got to pay everybody else, why wouldn't they have to pay him? Not only him, because he wasn't the only player who chose not to get the jab. The gentleman down in Orlando, I think he's still there. I can't remember his name, but he didn't get it either. So that means when he came into New York, was he allowed to play? And if not, do they not owe him money?
I'm just talking about Isaiah Washington or something like that.
I can't remember what his name is.
It's some Isaiah, but he was allowed to play. He didn't have to.
Okay. But see, they've given this man so much flack throughout the years, and I'm just like, what has this man done other than speak his own mind? But in this case, they're giving him such drama, and he never spoke his own mind. He just gave a documentary. Now, I'm not saying one way or the other. I don't know if it is or if it isn't. There you go, Jonathan Isaac. I pose this question also. Why is it that every other race can demand respect, right, except for the black community? Like, do we look at ourselves in the mirror and say, you know what? It's us. If we have glamorized the N-word and things like that, and I'm not speaking, I have used it as well. But then when we do that, that makes it so other people don't have to respect us as they respect other races. You can't even mention, I don't even want to say it on your platform, but you can't even mention that in a word. If you even mention it, you know, it's like you saying something negative. It's that much respect. Like, keep my name out of your mouth. Keep my whole race out of your mouth. But with us, everybody is respected because we don't respect ourselves.
Our good sister dropped so many good gems in here. She really made it apparent what's happening. She really connected the dots. She helped us see that the Brooklyn Nets are conspiring to get Kyrie Irving up out of the Nets organization. The Nets are in a very tough situation because they owe Kyrie Irving back pay. And at the same time, if they are to release Kyrie Irving, the media is going to go crazy and they're going to have to still buy Kyrie Irving out of his contract. So the Nets are trying to figure out the best way possible to get rid of Kyrie Irving. And that's why we haven't heard anything in the media. The Nets are purposely covering up details to figure out what they're going to do with Kyrie Irving behind the scenes. But most likely it's gearing towards that they're going to let Kyrie go. So make sure you like and subscribe because I told you I'm coming back every day with fire content just like this, because I told you, broke, trying to get out of my brokenness, so I'm making these videos and really being consistent and bringing some real heat, bringing the truth to light. You understand? So please like this video, comment, and subscribe.